Yeah, this is quite the process here. This is not like just coming and tacking shoes on a horse. Hello farm friends and family. Yes, this is northern Arizona. And yes, that is snow on the ground, and yes, it is freezing cold. I'm Alan here on the farm on Route 66, and this is Dutch's. And I'm taking her and Rawhide to get some special shoes put on. We're only about 8 days away from the Hashknife Pony Express ride. And to say I'm a little bit nervous would be an understatement. This weather's crazy, and there's about 3 feet of snow up on the Mogollon Rim where we'll be going up over. So anyway, let's go put these special shoes on. I'll tell you a little bit about them. But thanks for watching, and I hope you're excited to come along for this Pony Express experience. I'm gonna stay in this warm car for a little bit before I have to get the horses out. But because this experience, like I say, it's almost 200 miles. I've said that on previous videos. We're going from Holbrook, Arizona to Scottsdale, Arizona. And we'll start on February 1st and go to the 4th. The 4th will be the Parada del Sol parade. Each of us take a mile-long leg of the trip. And then my partner, which is a friend named Jason, he will take a leg, and Blake gets to go with us one of the days. He'll take a leg. So that'll be 2 or 3 miles depending which day it is. Blake can't be there all the days because of school and a basketball tournament. But so it'll be 2 or 3 miles, and then we leapfrog ahead of the group, and there's about 25 riders. So that means you can cover 100 miles with 4 rides, if that makes sense. And so the problem is we're going right along the highway, but there's places that you're on the highway, or you're on asphalt, or you're on cement bridges. And it's kind of scary because a horse can slip or get spooked by cars and so forth. Blake and I are prepping for this and getting ready. But one of the biggest things we've got to do is get these special shoes on, and they're not cheap. It's $275 per horse to get these special shoes placed and put on. So I'm going to take you along. We'll show you some of that. Jason Lewis is someone he's the farrier that does this, but he's been on this ride many times himself, and he knows and he can explain what these shoes are and what they do. But man, I'm learning a lot. There's a lot that I had no idea about, a lot of gear, and part of it's just to look the part. You know, they want you to kind of look a little like the old-fashioned riders, but there's some expense involved that I didn't realize. But I'm super excited for the experience, but I'm nervous. Pray for us that the weather is not too bad and that all works out well. So anyway, let's go and be checking out the Hashknife Pony Express, whatever you can learn about it. And I'm learning as I go, and I'm going to take you along while we get there. Well, I just showed up at my friend Jason's house, and Jason Lewis is the farrier, and he's getting some shoes ready for Jason's son's horse here, Hayden. So Hayden is going to be going on the ride with us. It's nice to have some of these young bucks with us. So anyway, I'll see if Jason can describe to us the process a little bit. All right, Jason, so what's the process, and why do we put these fancy shoes on them?
Well, mainly to give you traction on the pavement, asphalt, and this pad aids in concussion, so you don't get so much jarring of the foot and the leg when you're running down the highway.
That's awesome.
And this stuff just protects the bottom of the foot from getting rotten. It's got pine tar and iodine in it.
Oh, and you put that between the frog and the neoprene pad?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is totally unique to how we normally get our horses shot. So I'll show you some of the process. I just got here and he's already made these shoes for this horse that he's ready to put them on. So maybe when he gets to my horses, we'll show you from the beginning again, but this is pretty unique. So what's that for?
This is oakum. It just helps keep the foot from getting rotten underneath the pad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the two of those together seem to work pretty good. It keeps it dry from getting a lot of thrush and stuff in there.
Now, since we'll only have them on, we'll probably pull these shoes right after the ride, right?
Well, you could actually keep them on if you want. It's not going to hurt to have the
Oh, really?
pads on there. So
Okay.
you can if you want, but it won't hurt. Everything's kind of froze.
It's all kind of froze. That's going to be what our hands and faces are going to be like. Look at this big old Percheron. He's a big old boy. He pulls a wagon. He's a cool horse. Okay, so describe, what are these things here?
Okay, that's a stuff called tungsten carbide, or another name is borium, I guess. But I braze this on in these 4 spots, and it's pretty hard. It doesn't wear out, and it grabs the pavement. Or if you're riding on ice too, it'll grab the ice. It gives you traction. So
Awesome.
I braze that on with oxyacetylene.
So it's pretty much welded on there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So he's putting that pine tar and what did you say was in it?
Iodine.
And iodine, just to keep it cleaned out and dried out so it doesn't get thrush underneath that pad. And then, what was this stuff called?
This is oakum. What it was used for in the old days is plumbing. They used to use it when they soldered pipes together. But it helps just keep it from getting rotten in there too.
Yeah, this is quite the process here. This is not like just coming and tacking shoes on a horse. But it's nice we have Jason that knows what he's doing and is a rider on the ride, so he not only knows what he's doing, he doesn't want to slip and fall either, so he knows the process. Good thing Jason's got a young back, you know, in this 25-degree weather. Shoeing 3 horses today. This is quite a deal.
Oh, all right. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. All right.
And what are those little fins that you put on there? Just another security to make sure they don't come off?
Yeah, they're called clips. And that's basically what they do, is just help hold the shoe on.
Yeah, because we don't want a shoe falling off halfway down the Mogollon Rim.
No.
That's crazy. It's a little hot.
Yeah, when it's orange, it's 1,800 degrees.
1,800 degrees?
Yeah.
You know, maybe we could put them on hot right as we leave and our horse's feet will stay warm.
Yeah. It will. For a while.
For a while. It'd singe them. That's crazy.
I don't know if he's a Pony Express guy or not.
So that doesn't hurt the horse, obviously, because that's just dead cuticle or whatever. But what is that doing? Just setting it?
Yeah, it burns. So the clips are right here. It burns those clips into the side of the foot. Then it makes this level. I didn't trim this at all because that clip was wore off. But your heels are the same height when you burn it. If that was flat, which it's lower than this top of this foot, it would all be black. But it had kind of wore down. So
That's awesome. Pretty cool. Glad Jason knows what he's doing. And this is Jason and Hayden, two of our teammates here. I got to get a cool mustache like you guys before the ride, so I look official. So.
Well, I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah.
Hey, I grew up pretty fast, so
Yeah. Yeah. You might have to.
So this is where he's gonna. You say call it soldering or
brazing.
brazing?
Yeah, brazing.
Okay. And he's gonna braze that barium.
Borium.
Borium. See, I don't even know all the titles here. So borium, he's gonna braze it on here. Pretty crazy. Look, it's red hot there. But we're glad he's putting these cleats on so we don't slip and slide. So he just kind of melts it on there, and it'll create 4 cleats.
I'm running out of gas, I think.
And that must be just a really hard metal. Is that why you use that stuff?
Yeah, it's got carbide in it. Yeah, it doesn't wear out. On this pavement, it might come off some, but it doesn't. The shoe will wear out before this if you're just riding on a normal terrain.
Gives me a bunch of comfort knowing that we have a Farrier that's been on this ride. You say you've been on it 9 times?
Yeah, this will be my ninth time.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, I ran home for a little bit, but now he's doing Dutchess, and the first shoe is getting tacked on now. Pretty amazing process to put those cleats on there, get the shoes fit, and so grateful we're getting it done right here. Well, this is the second shoe he's put on the front, and I'll see how long I can stick around before I go to Casey's basketball game. So now he's gonna trim these back ones and get the shoes fit for the back, and then Dutchess will be done, and then Rawhide's back there behind that other horse there. So Rawhide will be the last one, but since I'm running to Casey's basketball game, I don't know if I'll be around or not. So.
These shoes are already, they're shaped like a hind foot already.
Really?
Not every shoe's like that, but these ones are. It's just kind of easier.
That's awesome. So why do you heat them up then if they're already kind of shaped?
Well, if they're not shaped, it's easier to bend it, but then I burn them, set them on the foot hot, and it helps them fit better onto the foot.
And they come out 1800 degrees.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When that bright orange is 1800 degrees.
That is awesome. I like your vice grips. You've got that perfect lip on there, huh?
Yeah, it works good.
Oh, Duchess. Oh.
Whoa, stop, stop. Oh. Oh.
Jason's one tough guy. He's been at this all day. This is his third horse today. Each one takes about 2.5 hours, is that right?
Yeah. About 2.5 to 3 hours.
Wow. And Rawhide likes to move around when he's working on his back ones, so hopefully we can get some shoes on there. But that's fascinating to me, that stuff you put under there. And Rawhide has a big old size 3 shoe. I mean, that thing's massive. This black neoprene, is that just a different type?
Yeah, it's just actually they make a white and a black. I don't know what. It's about the same. The pad's a little. He takes a bigger pad too. The shoe's bigger.
Wow. Well, you must have the strongest back of anyone I know. To do this day after day.
Yeah, luckily it's been pretty good.
Oh, good. Well, everybody be watching. Be watching as Jason and I and the rest of us go on this ride. But anyway, that's it for today's video, so thanks for coming along. All this time watching Jason and bragging about how good he is, and I didn't even realize he has his own channel. So we're gonna shout him out and let's see if we can help him get some subscribers. So Jason the Farrier?
Jason the Farrier, yeah.
All right, we'll put a link in the description, or right here in the video we'll put a link, maybe even a QR code. So let's go show him some love and subscribe to his channel and see how it goes.